doesn't. It doesn't.
I remember how it is. Ooh. She's young. She's tough. He's lean. He's mean. He's a fighting machine. Dave and Phil, it's good to have you here on KSJO. Y&T's taking a little bit of time out to join the radio station for an evening of bliss and close encounters. Go ahead, speak up. It's okay.
Oh, we all
Hello, everybody out there.
Hello, friends and fiends.
Yeah. You know, your new album on the new label, A&M Records, has been phenomenal in response. The telephones have been calling constantly for it. Everybody wants to hear that. Some people are saying, you know, I've waited 3 years to hear these guys again. It's great to have it back. But how do you feel about it? I mean, my God.
Oh, how do we feel?
Yeah.
We love it. Absolutely love it.
It's essential. And big tour being planned for it and everything?
Yes. Got some plans in the works.
All right. Earthshaker is the name of the album. But on the first album.
But not to be confused. Yes. With the big #1 smash hit, Earthshaker, off the first album.
Not to be confused at all. Now, the first album, you put out a song called Earthshaker. Is there any kind of connection? I mean, were you saving the title for something else?
Oh, we just couldn't pass on it. We just thought it was a great title.
Sometimes artists later on will re-record a song and put it on an album later. You decided not to do that?
Well, actually, the album was going to be called something else, and we decided at the last minute we didn't really like that.
You don't like the
idea.
title Something Else? No.
Yeah, something else. That's what it was, right? No, we just I don't know, just sat around one day and thought about it, and thought that Earthshaker would be.
No, it sounded
the deal.
descriptive of the band, so
Yeah.
I said, go ahead with it.
One of the most dynamic bands around, that's for sure. Let's hear something from the first album. Take us back a bit on KSJO. When you hear that song, Phil, what do you think of?
I think of that I don't have the record.
How you don't have the record, you'd really like to have it back.
that it is one of my favorite tunes that we've ever done. That's why we still perform it live.
Do you?
Along with it, yeah.
I didn't realize.
Nearly every show.
I haven't seen you guys in about a year myself since I left LA.
Mm-hmm.
You've been playing down there a lot when I was working down there.
Yeah, we've got a hell of a following down in L.A.
Yeah, you really do. And it's incredible, too, because LA is one of the toughest, California actually is a very tough audience to please because California gets everything.
Yeah, a lot of prima donnas.
Yeah, that too. A lot of prima donnas. We got KSJO. I'm Ton Mastery with Phil and Dave. The Phil and Dave Show.
The Everly Brothers.
Y&T members. We were just talking about how the first album, we interviewed you guys when it came out, and that sure is fun. I think I did that one. I'm pretty sure I did. And I got you guys to autograph that one, so I figured, you might as well autograph this one. Don't write on your faces, though, okay?
No, not on the faces.
No, you can write on your chest or, neck or something.
That's such a big chest.
Yeah, I got plenty of room for that big autograph. This is fun. My old boys are back in town. Now, let's talk a little bit about the tour. I know that you're playing at the Old Waldorf very soon.
What is that, Friday the 30th? 31st.
Okay. And what else? Is there anything else local that we can talk about at this time, or should we just keep us hanging
Not that
out?
I know of.
Okay.
Well,
Not
yes.
What's coming up here, Dave?
I'll tell you what's happening, Phil.
What's happening? We're going to play tomorrow, you didn't tell me.
Again.
As a matter of fact, no, we are, of course, the 31st at Waldorf, and we're playing the 15th in Palo Alto, Keystone.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a local.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And the 8th at the Stone.
Okay, so we got the rundown for the next few weeks. Keep it on the calendar. Let's talk about the new album for just a moment here. Why not? Hey.
Oh, yeah, I'll go for
That
that.
song, Squeeze, great title. Pretty nasty stuff. I mean,
Nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Someone asked me what it's about.
I don't think I need to.
Okay, thank you.
I just want to hear you scream in person before we... Can you do it?
How's that? Lovely.
That's worth a try.
Jesus Christ.
Hi, this is Phil Kennemore. After that song. I'll never sing again.
I'll bet. Jesus. You must have a bloody throat at the end of a tour. Right.
Yeah.
But you love it.
I love it.
You keep a surgeon at hand, right?
Sex, blood, and rock and roll.
Sex, blood. What do you eat when you're on tour?
What do we eat?
Yeah, to keep your vocal cords in. I mean, burritos and pretzels, man, or what? I mean, like, you know.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But you don't look like it. You look much too healthy. We'll be right
Everybody's
back.
looking for a bark.
Dave Meniketti and Phil Kennemore. Boy, you guys could have picked easier names, but hey. Well, how's Leonard, the drummer?
Leonard? Well,
Who?
How is Leonard? He missed his plane yesterday in L.A. I don't know if he ever got back.
You're kidding me.
No.
He's so nuts.
Yeah, he's so nuts. I don't know. Where was he?
I don't know. I think he was eating in the restaurant.
And
He missed his plane.
Time to
I've talked
go.
to him since, so.
Hey, too
Food
hip.
is definitely
He's
important.
probably having a great time at LAX right now. Yeah, he's in the lounge. Yeah.
Meeting young women. He just got married, didn't he? Let's get a little personal here. He's the
Yes,
only...
Leonard
Yes,
got
he
married.
did. I think they're celebrated their first year anniversary.
Oh, whoa. Has it been that long already?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. How about you guys? You're going to still play
Still
the
on the
field?
We're definitely single boys.
Let's make that perfectly clear.
Yes.
And Joey. Where's Joey doing? What's he up to?
Basically the same as us playboys
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Mhm. Hangs up the Playboy Club on
Right.
weekends. And yeah. Well, I think that what you've done with the sound of your third album, in between time, you've had a lot of time, I think, to work out a lot of your own ideas and ideals and put them on tape. I mean, it's obvious that there are some changes and growth in you. You know, and as far as touring, you were saying how you don't expect, you know, nothing surprises you. You've gone through a lot of changes. That happens with growth.
Yeah.
So what do you attribute part of the sound to? Of course, the producer, I think, did a very fine job. The producers, I should
Right.
say.
Yeah, they had a lot to do with it. It was a good relationship. The producers on this record were also good friends, and we were able to take a time before the record to rehearse with everybody. Everybody had a lot of input. It wasn't just producer telling us what to do or vice versa. It was really a whole band thing.
Is that what happened in the past? People were telling you what was right for
Well,
you?
not to cop any pleas, but
But yeah, sometimes.
but we definitely had the typical, you know, hard luck story. Yeah, we met and came across quite a few things that kept us back, but it's been nothing but positive for the last year, ever since in fact the end of '80, I guess, really. Yeah.
Out with the 80 and in with 81.
Right, definitely. Everybody that we've met has been real positive. All management coming up, agency, everything. Everybody's real good. And,
How did it happen with the A&M deal?
well, we were showcasing and kept making our own demo tapes because we weren't waiting for anybody to do it for us after
Sure.
a while. And
Good for you. You don't. You
yeah,
can.
we were managing ourselves and decided, look, you know, we're not going to wait for anybody. So we were playing locally, and we sprung for the dough and made a bunch of demo tapes. We got some people interested, and kept going from there. We made something like 6 demo tapes in 1980 alone, and just kept coming down to L.A. And we were able to meet a real important music lawyer down in L.A. that could get all the record companies out to see us, and he really dug us, and
Hallelujah.
he really took it from there for us and helped us out.
You want to give him credit by name?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that was Bill Trout and Jim Golden.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's listen to Rescue Me. It seems that maybe we could dedicate this to those boys.
Okay, definitely.
KSJO Y&T. I like that song a lot.
Rescue me.
Hey, baby. KSJO, Y&T, it's off of their new album, Earthshaker. Really fine stuff. That texture you put in there, you always have done it. I mean, Beautiful Dreamer and all that. You always had that texture, but it's really nice. It's coming out. And,
Yeah, it was a matter of the production, bringing it out, getting the layers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That layer produced sound.
We have many sides.
You're not all Geminis, but I know you got many sides. And, do you want to share any of your most harrowing moments of the road with us? Can you think of what that might be?
Harrowing moments?
Yeah, something maybe really terrifying. I know that some bands have gone across state lines with young women. I mean, anything. I don't know. We'll take whatever we can get here.
Well, let me see. We'll exclude the things we can't talk about.
So what does that leave us
Let's
with?
see. What else can be left after that?
Wait, I'll tell you what, you can think about that one for a moment and you come up with a good
Okay. Yeah.
legal, decent, not too destructive story. We'll go with it. Otherwise, I just want to know basically about some training. I know a lot of listeners are always curious about your background, musical training. I mean, did you have any? Were you musical students and pianists at the age of 5? Or?
No, we were not child prodigies by any sense. Leonard was probably the most, most involved in music at the youngest age. He had a band called the Mustangs at about, I don't know, how old was he? 11, and he's out there in these great battle of the bands and all this. I mean, I used to actually go out and see him, him and all these little go-go dancers and the whole bit, and all the mothers were involved, but look what he turned into.
Oh, man. I started playing when I was 16.
16?
I started late, 16.
Started late.
All right, really, that is most people.
No, the same here. Yeah. About 16, right in there.
Mm-hmm. And folks, I didn't take any lessons.
Yeah, just taught yourself how to...
KSJ radio with the lessons. You listen very close, and you call upon and say, "Will you play it again? I missed that lick."
Really, no, I just took it for a year, and I think probably that's what most of the guys in the band were.
That was it.
That was it, definitely.
Well, it works. The energy, I mean, what the hell do you do to muster up all that intensity on stage? You are one of the most dynamic bands. I mean, you guys don't slow down. It's incredible.
Thank you. I think, I don't know, I think that's something that's just in us naturally, definitely. I mean, we're not out there planning our next move on stage or anything. It's
You're not Mr. Mellow, I'll agree. Well, let's listen. I want to hear this other song. I mean, I don't know about you, but Dirty Girls, it's a #1 request around here these days.
Yeah, it's one of my faves.
Is there anything you wanted to add, Phil?
No, go ahead with Dirty Girls.
Okay.
Love them Dirty Girls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to hear about your personal things.
You want to get
KSJO.
personal.
Yeah, I guess I did. I asked for it. I'll know not to ask for these things. Here we go. Y&T. Y&T on KSJO. Dirty Girls. Talking about these mud wrestlers that lived next door for a while, right?
Right.
Actually, that's quite a thing these days. Well, what do you think? Do you think, Dave, that you might want to become a mud wrestler in the future? Or?
I've considered it, yeah.
There's big bucks, you know?
Get out there
Yes,
and check it out.
No, it looks real healthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That movie Stripes was pretty funny. There was a scene in that where John Candy, a very large fellow, was in wrestling about 6 gorgeous women, and they were really getting tough with him. They were really being foul. So he finally started fighting back. It was pretty cool then, you know.
Yeah,
Fair play, I say. Let's talk about you guys, though.
Hey.
Movie stars. Y&T, let's be obvious. The name from yesterday and today to Y&T. What's the story? Come on.
Phil, you wanna be vague?
No, I'm not going to keep it foggy. You're going to be very, always be descriptive.
Well, let me see.
It could mean
Well,
it's bigger than a bread box.
Well, let me see. Most of our fans, I think, from the Yesterday and Today era, know us as Y&T anyway. And we felt, since it's a new company that we're on and a whole new thing starting all over, that Y&T made sense. You know, I mean, it would you still communicate with the old fans and at the same time,
Have a fresh new image.
right.
And packaging is the thing these days, you know. Yesterday and today is so long. It's
Yes, that's definitely one of the reasons.
That was definitely one of the bigger things.
Right.
too much to say.
Promoters
And
said,
talk about vague. I mean, yesterday and today. I mean, how much does that mean anyway for us?
Yeah.
Except for today that we have a new image.
Yeah, and a brand new, beautiful record. I love it.
Thank you.
Earthshaker. And the lady, the art cover art backwards, is really
Cover art backwards, reverse that.
It's
Okay.
art cover.
Yeah.
The art cover is really interesting. Yeah. Her face and the terror and the lightning bolt striking through her blowing hair.
Yes. No, I think it's kind of neat.
Yeah. Who came up with this concept? I mean, there must be a different way anybody would show what Earthshaker would mean, and this is one
Yeah.
fast.
Well, there was a guy, an English fellow that that came up with the idea. Actually, we turned him on to an advance tape of the record, and told him basically what we wanted to do, and he came up with about 2 or 3 different ideas, of which this was one, and we all thought it was really
It's
nice.
nice to pick and choose.